Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We've got it. I'm sending you some smudge here this afternoon to cleanse your day. As I've been smudging myself and my space, which I do every time before I go live with you, as well as my equipment, so that today we can be live on time and ready to go. I am Tia Christensen, and welcome to this week's Tuesday Tune-Up. I am so grateful to be here with you. And if you're new to Tuesday Tune-Ups, this is the place where you can come every single week and receive some channeled energy healing, Reiki, diamond light energy, and whatever else is coming through in the moment that I'm being guided to send to you to support you in creating balance in your energy body, which supports your physical body, which supports your emotional body, your mental health, and really brings your entire being into balance so that you can go out and meet your week with unshakable confidence. We're also here talking about how you can embody your wisdom for unshakable confidence. And something that I've been talking about since really probably the beginning of the year is how our senses, being in connection with our five senses, smell, sight, taste, hearing, and touch, all support us in embodying our wisdom so that in every moment of every day, the decisions that we make, we know are supporting us in being on path, or if we're veering out of our pathway. Another way to describe this is whether or not the decisions we're making are for our highest good, or whether or not they're sending us in a direction that we may not want to go. And it may not be a lesson that is meant for us. So part of this is also about learning about our negative ego and how our negative ego, our mind, likes to jump in and take control and tell us what to do. That's not always a good thing because our mind is not connected with our higher self. It is not connected with the divine. It is not connected with your inner wisdom that you have deep within your heart and within your body. So what we're doing here is supporting you and connecting with that inner wisdom so that you can override the negative ego and make those decisions from your highest self to be inspired and in connection with the divine, whatever your name for the divine is, and move forward with unshakable confidence. So before we get to transmitting today, there's a quote that I have that I always have up on my wall. And it actually came in a note card that I received a few years ago anonymously in a program that I was in. I was receiving training on personal leadership, transformational coaching. And I ended up coaching in that program, being invited to coach, and also invited to be a part of a launch team for a new center that had opened up in Boston, and was asked to be the captain of a group of coaches who ended up coaching and bringing other students through this program. And it was life-changing for me. And I'm going to read this for you because it's been a topic of conversation for a few of my girlfriends and I this week. And it's just such a beautiful, powerful quote. And I love that I don't know who sent it to me. And I am forever grateful every time I read it. And I just send my gratitude out to that person. So here we go. And it's a quote from Audre Lorde. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. Powerful words. When I dare to be powerful. And something that was coming up for me today was when I dare to be powerful, when I dare to tap into my inner wisdom. I'm getting a lot of emotion coming up, so I know this is exactly where I get to go with you all today. When I dare to tap into my inner wisdom, which is really your magic, your intuitive, psychic abilities, when I dare to tap into that strength in the service of my vision, of my mission, which is to awaken the hearts of 1 million people so that we can reclaim our power and our magic, then it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid. So my question to you, for those of you who are here live and catching the replay, what does it mean to you, the part of that quote of it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid? What does that mean to you? Please go ahead and type a little comment because I'd like to chat about that a bit here today. And while we're doing this, you are receiving some Reiki healing energy. As soon as you join the live, that energy is already flowing over to you. So I'm just going to check the chat here for a quick second. Make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments. Okay. So anyway, what does that mean to you? For me, what it means is getting over myself, really listening to my heart, really being in connection with my sense of smell, my sense of taste, my hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm perceiving, the textures of things that I'm touching, so that I am in connection with that psychic ability, with my inner wisdom. What's been interesting is for the last 4 days, my ear has been clogged up. I've not really been able to hear. And so the query I've been in is, what am I pretending not to hear? What's going on out there? What messages might be coming my way that I'm not hearing? And so I've been given this gift of a clogged ear, which can be very frustrating. And what is that telling me? And I'm sharing this with you because oftentimes our physical body gives us these little taps on the shoulder, these little hints to pay attention. And how often do we ignore that? How often would I have said some time ago when I was younger, this ear, it's bothering me. I better go to the doctor and have it cleared out. Now I pause and I check in with myself. Hey body, what am I not hearing you tell me? Which is another part of what we talk about here on Tuesday Tune-Ups, is listening to that wisdom of our body, taking a moment, taking a break, and asking, what's the message here? So today, we're going to focus on hearing. So I invite you to close your eyes, if it's safe to do so, and just go ahead and sit back. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in together. I'm going to guide you through this every step of the way. We're going to have a moment of silence where I'm just going to channel the energy out to you and see what else comes up today. See what other messages that there may be around hearing. So go ahead and close your eyes. We'll be breathing in as deep as we can. We'll hold that breath at the top, and then we'll exhale for a count of 4. And just do your very best because it will be exactly perfect however you do it. So let's go ahead and breathe in together, closing our eyes. Holding at the top and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in together again. Holding at the top and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in together one more time. And holding and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing all of your attention to your hearing, to the sense of sound. With the question, is there something that the divine, goddess, God, creator, the universe, is there wisdom that my body, my intuitive self, my higher self, has been trying to tell me that I haven't been hearing? Taking some time here today together to be in this sacred space, to allow whatever that might be to come up. What am I not hearing that I get to hear? So I'm going to flip that question around so we can move it into the positive. What do I get to hear that maybe hasn't come into my consciousness before? Just giving, just being patient with yourself, allowing yourself to let whatever that wisdom is bubble up. And I'm getting a lot of imagery around the crown chakra, and that is the crown chakra is our connection with the divine specifically. So how do each of us get to be in greater connection with the divine, with creator, goddess, God, the universe? How do each of us get to fuel that connection, that cord of connection between ourselves and the divine? And for me, it's all about rituals. This is something I've been talking about for the last year plus. Some of you may have joined El Nagay and myself, where we did a half-day workshop on Thrive Through Ritual. And what rituals are. Whenever you're ready, feel free to slowly and gently open your eyes. And I'm so curious, what came up for you? What direction were you getting that, ooh, this is something that I get to pay attention to? What was your inner wisdom reaching out to tell you today? Go ahead and make a comment below so that even if you're in the replay, catching this replay, please comment below so that I can come back and share with you this and share in your insight. Because if it's an insight that you're receiving, I guarantee somebody else is receiving the same thing. That's just how it works energetically. When we come together in a circle, we're connecting energetically, regardless if it's live in the same moment in time or if you're catching the replay. We're just connected in that way because there really is no time. And that's a whole much deeper discussion that we'll go into here in our short little Tuesday tune-ups together. But again, what does it mean to you to use your strength in service of your vision? And when you do that, when it becomes less and less important whether you are afraid, what does that part of the quote mean to you? So that's question number one. Got a couple questions this week. Question number one. Question number two, what came up for you today? What do you get to hear from your inner self and your divine, and your connection with the divine? And how do you get to fuel your connection with the divine? Coming here every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. UK is a great way to carve out time each and every week to connect with your higher self, to connect with the divine and receive some healing and take that moment, that pause from the day to be in connection with your inner wisdom in your body. When you do that, your day will be balanced and you'll be fueled up for the rest of the week so that you can move into the rest of the week creating unshakable confidence so that the decisions you know in your bones, that the decisions that you are making and the choices that you are making in business, with your family, with your friends, what to eat, what to wear, all things are in flow for your highest good. So I'm going to go ahead and check the chat again to see if we have any live comments or if anything's come through. Hello, everyone who's joining live. It's so good to be here with you. I love being here with all of you. And all right, so we are clear. That's okay. Come back when you feel ready to share. You can share at any time. It's okay with me. So if there are any last questions, please go ahead and pop them in the chat. I'm so glad to be here with you. And I can't wait to be here with you next week. I am wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. I am loving you passionately. And I'll see you on next week's Tuesday Tune Up. Let's do this together.